Hello, welcome back to my channel. All right. I was in a theme for transformative change this week. So let's just do the last one for the week. Oops. Whoa, wow. Okay. Did I even cut that right? So my ADHD is like, wow, what is happening? Okay. All right. So just want to come through spirit. Let's just whoops. All right. First one out is seeking and finding. Okay, we'll take both these. New exercise program and leaving. So immediately with this leaving card, the moment I flipped that over and read that, I was like, you are leaving something really big behind. I don't know what that is. That could be the old you. That could be a job. That could be a relationship. That could be something that was very true for you at one point. Something that was very real and true for you. And you're just like dropping it and walking away. That could be very literal. Like you could literally just say, get up from your desk at work and say, I'm done, and then quitting and walking out. Or it could just be figuratively where you're seeking something different now. Like you have been looking for something different. I just heard it's been looking for you too. Like it's been seeking you as well. But there is something that you're just dropping and moving on. It could be also like this belief system. A belief system about yourself, about your life, and you held on to it so tightly for so long. Like, there's no way that this could change. There's no way I could be a different person or do something different. You only know who you are in this, as this, doing this, being this thing, like this person. It's almost like you woke up one day and the moment you opened your eyes, you just thought, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be this anymore. I don't want to be this kind of friend. Maybe that friend's not a great friend, right? Not that friend, but you as a friend is not a great friend because of this behavior, this way that you are, or how you treat somebody. And it's not to say you've been a bad person, but we're all growing and learning. But like maybe it's like that, like I don't want to be that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to say things like this anymore. I don't want to act like this. Or it's like, I just don't believe that anymore. Something has definitely changed because you have been looking for something and seeking something. I feel like you've been seeking something subconsciously, more subconsciously than you have been consciously. And so it hasn't always been at the forefront of your mind. It's almost like you've been dreaming about it at night, and whether you remember your dreams or not. And so like that example I gave is like you just woke up and opened your eyes. The moment you opened your eyes, you just felt immediately different about something or someone or whatever. Relationship. I don't want this relationship anymore. I don't know why I'm even with this person. This person is not a reflection of the kind of person, I want to be inspired by, or even someone I'm attracted to. So why am I with this person? And then you looked at yourself. So you've been seeking something more subconsciously, and I think you've been receiving a lot of guidance and answers in your dreams, and that's why upon waking, if this applies to you, and again, this may not be your message, so don't try to make it fit, but upon waking, you would probably maybe have had those moments, or have had multiple moments or a moment where you just were like, wow, yeah, I'm done. I don't want that anymore. I don't want to believe that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to say that. It's something. You don't want to embody the energy or hold the space for something that is becoming intolerable to you. And you're finding that now, especially the seeking and finding card. You've been looking for something and it's finally like starting to click and make sense. Which is why, and I think you're also I don't think that you're necessarily confused, but it's throwing you off guard. It's really throwing you off. It's so easy for you to just change your mind like that. You've been doing all of this work subconsciously, and the moment it hits your conscious mind, you already know you've made the decision. You've already made that decision deep internally, and it's finally caught up with your external, your conscious mind, and it's easy to accept the changes or the feelings that you have about something because you already made that decision subconsciously. But it's surprising you because how is that so easy when my belief system has been one way for so long and then overnight it was different? So something like that. Let's do exercise program. I'm getting this feeling here with this card. There's a form of movement, a sense of movement or activity that has been helping you process. I'm getting a feeling, I'm getting this visual or feeling here that in particular you're doing something at night or in the evening. So after work, or you like to work out late, or whatever it is. It could be somatics. Ooh, yeah, somatics. That just came through very randomly. Somatics. It could be somatics that you're working through emotions. Consciously, you're not realizing what you're working through, but then on the subconscious level at night, prior to going to bed, even waking, but particularly going to bed, that your subconscious is working through everything emotionally, and that's why it's so easy for you to just shift how you feel and how you think about old belief systems. It could be somatics, it could be yoga, it could be dancing, it could be lifting, weight training, fitness training. It's any kind of workout. Pilates, it doesn't matter what it is, but there is something that you're doing. It could be a brand new way of working out. Maybe it's a brand new kind of workout. You're trying something new, and that's what's actually kind of triggering some of these changes. There's something about this exercise, this movement, that's shifting the energy within you and allowing you to very clearly make a decision about how you feel. Very unexpectedly. Yep. I'm just getting a strong sense. It's like you're kind of being led blindly in a sense. Very strongly going off of how you feel physically. Like, in a day, you're like, I really want to work out. I want to do this. I want to move in this way. I'm going to do it before bed because I want to go to bed and feel good. And then you're going to bed and there's a lot of shifting and changes and energy that's taking place. That's when you wake up, you just know how you feel. You are so present with how you're feeling consciously. And you're doing all these actions in a way that's like being led by your intuition or by truly you're like just like listening to your body. You're like, okay, I want to do this or I'm ready to do that. And it's leading you almost like blindly because it's not like, I don't get the sense that you're consciously like, if I do this thing and I take this action, I know it will help me clear my mind and open doorways and pathways and possibilities to see things for what they are. You're just saying, I just feel like doing this right now because this feels good. So I'm going to do this thing and then just leave it at that. But in doing that thing, you're being led to do this exercise or do this activity, physical, that is creating a sense of movement with their energy in particular, like not just your body, but like energy. Because subconsciously you're seeking something, you're looking for something, and so you're like, if I do this thing, it's going to make me feel better. It's just going to open up the energy. And as you go to sleep, all of that is being worked out. It's like not, I don't know how to describe it. I'm just seeing like someone who's just like, let me just be led by how I feel in every moment, every day. I'm not going to overthink my day. I'm not going to strategize it. I'm not going to plan it. Whatever your day looks like, it doesn't matter. But you're like, I am going to just follow through on what I need to do. And then the rest of my time, I'm going to be led by how I feel in that moment of time. You're not going to overthink it. And so it's like you're being led blindly in a sense, but it's doing a lot of service for you. So you're seeking something subconsciously and you're finding so much more in the conscious space. And I think it has a lot to do with this like new exercise program, this new exercise, this activity, something that you're doing that's new for you, that's a little bit different. I think that's why it's so easy for you to just say, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done believing in that, believing that way, thinking that way, feeling that way. I'm just done. I'm done with that. It's super, super easy. Done with that job, done with that person, done with that relationship, done with that. There's like a lot of dead weight. I keep seeing, I don't know why, with this leading card, I keep seeing the 10 of Wands in the tarot, which is the like card of like someone who's like standing next to an ox. They've got a bunch of stuff on the ox, like packed bags. They're carrying a bag or something like that. And there's this big old hill that they just came down. It's like they're just leaving. Packed up, leaving. I just heard like packing up shop. Maybe you have a shop. Okay. We're gonna pull the life purpose. Damn. feel so torn to take these. That was so weird. When those flipped and they like balanced on my finger, I was like, do I take them? Do I not? And I felt so torn. That was a very interesting moment in time for me with the cards. So apparently I'm going to take them because I was not sure. But they just didn't want to fall. All right. First one out is counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. I do feel like that is strongly emphasized in this reading, especially that leaving card. Something about your movement, something you're doing in movement is helping you, like, you're doing a lot of work in the subconscious mind, in the dreamscape. When you're falling asleep and you're there, night. It is a dark place, and I think that you might be having a lot of dreams. You may not even remember them, but there's a lot of work that you're doing there. And it's because something you're doing prior to going to bed in terms of movement or exercise, and again, doesn't have to be right before you go to bed. It can just be in the evening, and it's something that helps you go to sleep more easily. Sometimes people work out in the morning, it energizes them. Other times people work on the evening because it helps them go to bed. So it could be either or. You could do it you could work out in the morning and it just helps energize you, gets the energy moving, your body moving, and then all of a sudden you're like sleeping like a baby. Well, I don't even know if babies sleep very well, but you're sleeping like something that doesn't wake up. And you could be having really great dreams. But in particular, for those of you where this does resonate, there's something that you're doing at night prior to going to sleep, a kind of movement. It's new to you. It's a little new to you. Might be new to you. Might be not new to you. But it's new to your routine. And it is allowing you to do a lot of work when you're sleeping. In particular, I don't know. I know we all are processing the day that we experienced. I know that I think there's so much more to dreams than it just being all up in your head. I think that there's so much more. But I do think that it's not just processing everything. There's so much more going on that you're unlocking. And I think if you were to take that information from your dreams, whatever it is, I think you would be so overwhelmed in your mind if you understood the level of wisdom and knowledge and information that you are processing and like making sense of and gathering when you're dreaming. Like, you would just be so overwhelmed. I think that you would be like in bed all the time trying to sleep because you'd be tired. So it's almost like you're doing a lot of work. Everybody's doing a lot of work when they sleep, but for some reason in particular, you are doing an extra amount of work. And it's because something about seeking and wanting more information. You're going through a big transformation here. So you are being asked to make a decision or get ready to make a big decision or make a decision about what it is that you want to do or where you want to go with your life. Especially with this leaving card where you're putting to rest, you're putting to end something that you're just like done with. Relationship, friendships, job, career path, anything, any adventures, creativity. Prepare to make that decision. Prepare to make a big decision is coming through. That's very interesting. Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever movement, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. Because it is interesting. It is it's doing a lot of work for you. I think that's why that was coming through so strongly earlier when I was talking about you don't realize what you're seeking, what you're wanting consciously until you are in the subconscious mind when you're asleep. What you are learning, what you are experiencing, how you're processing. There's so much more that you are so unaware of. And you might be a very aware person, very self-aware, very open-minded, very spiritually connected. Like, there's a lot of information that runs through your mind, but there might be a level of information that you would not be able to comprehend. Not comprehend, because you would understand it, but you would just not know how to, like, consume that information. You would not know how to even fathom taking the information in, because there's so much to it. So it's almost like I'm getting a sense of ignorance, but ignorance is bliss energy, because spirit is really protecting you, allowing your psyche to take all of this in so that you can prepare to make major, massive decisions in your life. You're getting ready and prepared to make a big one. But you're being given all of this prior knowledge and information so that you can make a ton of progress when you decide what it is that you want to do. Because you're going to have all this information that's been on the back burner, like, not necessarily on the back burner. It's been on the back burner on the stove. It's still cooking, but it's doing all its stuff back there while everything else is being taken care of in the front burners. Like, this one's still there. All the work, all the heat. It's like a nice slow, it's like a slow cooker, right? All the good stuff's going in there and, stew. It's getting all cooked 8 hours, several hours, 12 hours, whatever. And everything else is being cooked up front. You can see all the stuff being cooked up front, but the slow cooker is just over there cooking. So whatever information you are being fed when you are asleep because of this movement you're allowing and you're just being present with just that, it's like you have no clue what you're unlocking because of something that you're doing. Some physical activity that's allowing you to process information. This is such an interesting reading. I keep hearing the word next level. That's so interesting. Like, this level of information that you have no idea you are already working on in the subconscious mind, in the psyche when you're asleep, is going to actually come to the forefront once you are ready to make this big decision. You're being prepared to make a really big decision in your life about something, to do something. And once you make that decision and that action starts to be taken, all of this, the floodgates of information are going to be opened up. And you're going to have all this knowledge and wisdom that is ready to pour forward. And you're going to be like, how do I know this? How do I understand? How do I know what next steps to take? How do I know what action to take? How do I know what to do? Why do I feel like this comes so naturally? Because you already had all this information being processed while you were sleeping, preparing you for this next phase in your life. You were already seeking it. You just weren't seeing it consciously because you were being protected from the overload. I don't know why I'm hearing like overheating, like a CPU overheating. Because you were not quite ready for that next level of information. What an interesting reading. That's coming through so interesting. Okay, let me flip these over and read them. Speaker, your life purpose involves your skills of oration. And justice, your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So this could, these could just be additional messages. It could be whatever these life purpose cards are. They could be very applicable to what is happening here, very specific. I do feel in particular, you're about to make a very big decision that really is true to who you are. That is like, this is what I want. This is how I feel. It might surprise you, the decision you make. You have counseling that came through, speaker, justice. So there's a lot of various things that can be taking place in your life, or different paths that you can be going down, different things that you want to experience. Or maybe they all kind of combine and like create this path for you that you just never thought you never thought you would find yourself down. Let's get some divine time oracle cards. We have divine timing is at play. Whoa. Divine timing is at play. I just feel like it's like Spirit's not being like necessarily sneaky, but they're like really being very protective. They're being very protective of your mind. Your mind is so precious, and what is going on here? Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna take this one. It's coming for you. You do not have to pursue or chase anything. You just have to allow yourself to be, take the inspired action, show up every day, take care of yourself. The right ideas, decisions will present them, the choices, the opportunities will present themselves to you for you to take action, for you to make those decisions when you're ready to, when it's necessary for you to, when it's time for you to. You don't need to pursue anything. You don't need to chase. It will come to you. Keep going with the flow of life. Yeah, I do feel like that's what something here is very in flow. You're just kind of like showing up, doing things, being led by how you feel. And then we also have springtime. So this could be something like, I know we're technically in the US, in North America, we are currently in springtime. We're about ready to jump into summertime. This could be something that's happening for you, started happening in early spring. This could be something that's taking place all through next year. It could be something that happens next year. I strongly feel like this was something that started in the springtime. So I think that's like March. So that could be confirmation for some of you, where something that has started and has been happening, it kind of feels like it's been happening, started in the springtime and around the March time frame, maybe even April. And that could be just confirmation that there is something that is coming to you. Like, you will not be led astray. You will be not left in the dark. You will not be led astray. If you keep going with the flow, keep listening to your body, keep listening to your intuition, being led every day to take action in the ways that you feel are necessary. Keep doing this. For some reason, whatever this is, this sense of movement, physical movement, is like, it is doing magic for you behind the scenes. But whatever this shift is, whatever this decision that you're about to make, it's going to be happening soon. It's going to show up for you. It's going to make its way to you. You are not going to have to chase or pursue. You never had to. And I don't think that you even are. Whatever, I think that you're in a state where you're not even chasing something. But know that whatever is meant for you, it's going to just show up for you. Okay. I'm going to leave that message there. I really hope that this message was helpful for some of you, all of you, or at least one of you. And if this message resonated and you enjoyed this, please do hit the like button or smash it, as some people say. Hit the notification bell after you subscribe, if you haven't subscribed, so you don't miss anything from me in the future. And until next time, thanks for watching.